Welcome to the UFC 271 press conference. The MMA leader is back in Houston with a stacked fight card at Toyota Center this Saturday night. Heavyweights take center stage in the co-main event. First up, an Australian battering ram who's knocked out each of his last 4 opponents. Here is Bam Bam Tuivasa! His opponent is the UFC's all-time knockout king with 13. Please welcome the 2-time UFC title challenger, Houston's own Derrick, the Black Beast, Lewis! In the main event, it's a UFC middleweight title rematch that's been brimming for 2.5 years. The challenger is dead set on getting his belt back. And after 3 dominant victories in a row, he gets that chance. Please welcome Robert the Reaper Whittaker! And now the champion, a brilliant kickboxer who's used some of the best striking in the sport to amass a perfect 21-0 record at middleweight. Looking for his 6th UFC title fight win, here is the last Bender, Israel Adesanya!
What's up, Houston? Thanks for coming out today. We appreciate it. I just want to say something to you guys. You guys have been awesome to us for many, many years. You guys have been instrumental in putting on events during the pandemic. And I want to thank you guys so much. Here at the Toyota Center, UFC is number 1, number 2, number 3. The Eagles are number 4 and the UFC is number 5. Top 5 all-time gates at the Toyota Center. We love you, Houston. Thank you very much. John.
Yes, sir. Start with you, Israel, if we could. Obviously, you know, the narrative in this fight has been that Rob made wholesale changes and fixed everything between the first fight and the second. And you said, yes, he's improved. But I'm curious, how much can a guy change at this point in his career?
He's young. He's actually younger than me. I know I look fresh, but he's younger than me. So he's made a lot of improvements in his game. But you guys have to understand, from tough nationals to being the UFC middleweight champion, this guy did a lot of work, and he ran through everyone till he ran into me. And then I stopped that shit. But the last 3 fights, he has done what he's always done. He's improved, but he's always been a beast. But I'm a different beast with the same animal.
And Israel, just to follow up on that, rematches are kind of a theme for you in your career right now, right? It seems like there could be some more coming after this, but I just ask you, what do you think you gain the most after being in there once with somebody? What is it that you benefit the most from? After beating them, you're in their head. I was already there anyway, but you're already in their head once you beat them the way I did it last time. You can't get over that. It takes a lot of work, and I feel like he's done the work. He's admitted what I was telling him, what I was saying through 2019 leading up to the fight. I was calling it as I see it. And I'm glad he's finally admitted that I was right. So yeah, I still have, properties in there rent-free. Rob, for you, obviously, clearly you were not happy with the way things went the first time around, but I'm just curious, you changed a lot of things, but was there anything you learned in that 8.5 minutes in the cage with Izzy that you can use to your advantage this time around?
Yeah, one of the things I learned is tricky to hit. I'll tell you that much. He's a pain to hit. Honestly, as you were saying, I've made a lot of changes in the last few years, but you can't reinvent the wheel. I've just been making slight improvements, trying to get better, try to be more diverse. And honestly, I've put the work in, and I'm excited to get in there again with him and just to test myself. I guess the rematch is just a good way for me to gauge how far I've come or how far I've got to go. And I look forward to getting in there with him. Honestly, it really interests me, this fight.
And there was so much tension the first time around, right? It was such an emotional thing, and you've been so much more relaxed this time. So I'm just curious, I mean, this fight, is it a guy that you don't like and you want to go in there and you want to damage, or is it just an athletic competition for you?
You know, I think I was just venting on him, to be honest. I was feeling the pressure from a lot of different avenues, and I wasn't happy with a lot of different things, and I was just angling it towards him, to be honest. Yeah, I've let all that go. I'm pretty cool now. I am quite happy with everything, very happy with the process, very happy with where I am, with the work that I put in. And I look forward to getting in there across from him and getting to work.
Thanks, Rob. Dana, just one quick one for you. I just wonder, obviously, another key middleweight fight on the card with Brunson and Cannonier. Are you looking at that as an official #1 contender fight, or is it just, winners in consideration? So,
Well, you just said he's looking at some rematches coming up, just like Usman is in his division. So we don't know yet. Obviously it's a very important fight in the weight class. So we'll see how it plays out.
Question for Derrick, back here on the stage. 2 years ago, when you fought Ilir Latifi, I asked you for a prediction at Media Day, and you said you were predicting a controversial hometown decision. So I'm going to ask you again, what is your prediction on Saturday against Ty?
Shit. I'm coming to knock his ass out. With the utmost respect, though. I respect that man, but I'm coming to knock him out with the utmost respect.
I'm coming to do the same thing, bro.
Let's swing and bang then. Shit.
Let's
go!
go!
No talking.
Same question for Ty. When you sit in bed and you are envisioning this fight, do you see this fight getting out of the first round?
Probably not. But that excites me, you know what I mean? It's either going to be my head or his head, and that's what we entertain the fans. So we're coming here to take heads off. That's it.
And finally, one last one for Ty. You said you had a present for Derrick for his birthday. You were going to give him Tuivasa.
Yes, I do. It's here. Let me get that real quick. I got one for everyone on the table. Comes out next week. Get one. There you go, buddy. Happy birthday, Dana, there you go.
I'm still not putting my mouth on this shit.
I like caramel lattes too, just in case.
I have my questions for Izzy and Rob. What are the chances of you guys doing a shoey after your fight on Saturday?
First of all, my mom's here, and she's a nurse. She already warned me about the dangers of putting someone else's bacteria in your mouth. So with my mom being here, that's a big no-no.
Rob, what about you?
Sober, 0, but...
And Dana, I had a question for you around Joe Rogan. There's been a lot of controversy with him.
First off, let me take this one. Hold up. I'm black. I can take this one. Look.
Okay. What were...
No. There's a lot of cunts in this game. There's a lot of snakes in this game. I've been in this fight game since 2008. And Joe Rogan is one of the nicest, coolest, humble motherfuckers I've had the pleasure of working with. Understand that. And it's just, fuck the noise, man. You know what they're trying to do. You can't control the man, and he's got the biggest platform in the world right now. So that's my nigga, Joe Rogan. Fuck the noise.
Going off that, what words of advice would you give to Joe Rogan to shut out all the noise around him?
Do what I said. Fuck the noise. Just keep doing you, Joe. Have some mushrooms. Keep doing you.
Thank you.
Hey, Israel, down here to your left. Got the direction right today, I think. I noticed you're wearing a chain around your neck. I can't exactly see what it is.
Oh, yeah. This is a moment from the UFC NFC Strike Collection. It's just a...
I want one too.
Yeah, you got to talk to the company and talk to the big boss. But yeah, this is a moment that's from the UFC 243 when I took out Rob Whittaker. It's on replay, and it just shows the moment over and over and over and over and over again. But this weekend, I'm looking to create another moment. So yeah, this is fun.
Rob, your thoughts on Israel wearing that around his neck?
Get him, bro.
He beat me the first time. He's got bragging rights. You know, like, what do I do? If I won the first time, I'd be stomping around as well. It's a cool necklace.
Maybe for the trilogy, you'll have your own NFT around your neck for the press conference.
Let's see what happens, huh?
And then just lastly, for Dana, I noticed you gave away the shoey that Ty gifted you. What happened? You're not gonna do it?
I had them hold it for me. We're not doing shoeys here. I had somebody hold it for me.
Have you ever done a shoey?
I had never done a shoey, no.
Will you?
I would do one out of that.
Yeah.
I'll do one out of that shoey.
Baby.
Can we get it? Can we get it going?
Right now?
Yeah, why not?
Let's go!
Where's the drink west? Get him a drink west.
Somebody's going to grab a beer in here and we'll figure it out. This is going to be ugly.
Apologies in advance.
Good. My question's for Dana. Obviously, in the main event, everybody knows what's at stake, middleweight title. But for the two heavyweights on stage, with the heavyweight division having a lot of big names right now, Ngannou, Miocic, Jones, do you think the winner of this could start being mentioned in those sort of big fights?
Do I think that who could be?
The winner of the heavyweight
I'm
fight.
scared of this fucking shoey that's going on over here right now. I'm a little distracted. What did you say?
I'm wondering what's at stake for the co-main event participants on Saturday. Do you think they could start being mentioned amongst the big names like Ngannou, Jones, Miocic, those type of matchups?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. I mean, that's a big fight in the division. I mean, Derrick's ranked number 3, and obviously, he wants to hold that position, and Ty is ranked number 11, so it's a big fight in the heavyweight division.
Going off of that, have you talked to Francis at all? Is there any movement or any progress in his next fight?
We had dinner with Francis before he went back to Cameroon, and he gets back in a few weeks, and we're going to meet again when he comes home.
Any sort of update on his injury? Will he be out for a while? Or?
Yeah, he's going to have knee surgery.
Do you think an interim belt would have to be implemented?
I don't know yet. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out.
Thank you.
Yep.
Izzy, you once said that you have to face yourself in order to beat yourself.
Where are
I
you?
can conquer myself. I
Oh,
can
yeah, what's
conquer
up?
anyone.
Yeah.
So, at what stage in your career did you conquer yourself?
Many times. My brand Engage has a new campaign. We're all fighters. Every day we're fighters. Everyone in here is a fighter, so every single day. There's sometimes, look, I'm human. I do some superhuman things, but I'm human. There's sometimes during this camp I wake up and, it's like 4 weeks out from the fight. My body's sore, I'm feeling tired. But then that fight, to get out of the bed, get to the gym and get work done, that's me beating myself. And I've done that a lot this camp. I always defeat myself in the best way possible. So yeah, we're all fighters.
You've also been quoted saying that when I'm having fun, I'm the best in the world. And I know recently you've said that you can get bored in fights. So how do you ensure that you have fun on Saturday night?
One thing I've said throughout this week for myself is tapping into my younger self, the Izzy that was really passionate about learning. And when I said I never lost my passion for this game, but I got bored in my last fight because, you guys saw those deadly strikes in the end of the 5th round, right? Damn. For me, it's about staying excited, staying in it. So I think with this guy right here, the way he fought last time, he brought the fight. And everyone knows if you bring the fight, I will fight. And I'm looking forward to fighting this weekend.
Dana, you said that you guys love Houston. It's clear that Houston loves you too. You guys have been here 9 times. Vegas is the only other U.S. city you've been to more. Why is this such a perfect marriage, UFC and H-Town?
Well, first of all, Texas as a state has been very good to us, since we started 20 years ago. And, during the pandemic, when we were figuring out how to get through it, we went over to Abu Dhabi. Tillman Fertitta called me and said to me, Houston needs the UFC. We got to get you guys out here more. I want you here. So we've been coming here. Jacksonville and Houston have been really good to us through the pandemic. So this is such a cool city. We love this place. I literally landed and went straight to Gus's Fried Chicken before I got here. This city has the coolest hotels, great restaurants, and awesome people, man. We love this place. So can't say enough good things about Houston.
We're fired up whenever you guys come, but it also helps to have our hometown Black Beast here. How nice is it to have Derrick as the co-main event?
Yeah, no. Listen, he is what Houston is all about, man. He's a good human being. He's a badass dude, and the people here love him, man. We love him too.
I have a question for Izzy. I was just wondering if you could speak to what it means to you to have Blood Diamond making his UFC debut.
Man.
Opening up this card on your title.
That's my guy, Blood Diamond. I implore you guys, don't wait till the main card. Go to the first fight of the night and watch my teammate Blood Diamond do work. Because me and him have been through so much together. We've been in China, we've been all around the world. Blackout, and Black Jag as well, Carlos Alberg. CKB always comes through with a 3-peat, and this time we're going to repeat the 3-peat. And Blood Diamond, I'm telling you, expect the unexpected. Trust.
Question for Dana. Habib was on the Nelk Boys podcast recently, and he said he wants to meet with you in Vegas about his promotion. Have you talked to him at all about it, or do you plan on meeting with him?
No, I haven't. I haven't met him. I mean, obviously, Habib can walk in and meet whenever he wants to, but we haven't. No.
Okay. Question for the champ, Izzy. Right here. Rob actually has spoken very highly about your takedown defense, and he said something along the lines of, if anyone could do it, they would, and that you have very long limbs. Do you think that to you, does that sound like it's a psych, or do you feel like he's just going to try to strike with you?
I think he's being honest. I do have really good takedown defense. He's a smart man, and I think he has a lot of smart people in his team. Even my coaches admitted it. They know what they're in for, and he knows I'm a hard fight. But he's being honest. I'll say that.
Okay, and question for the fan favorite, Derrick Lewis. You're the knockout king. You have the most knockouts in heavyweight history, or in UFC history. However, Ty says he doesn't just intend to wrestle with you. What do you think about that, and what does Ty bring to the table?
Man, it's just going to be a good fight. I got to finish him in the first round.
Question for Israel. Israel, today's the anniversary of your fight with Anderson Silva, and I'm curious, how much more work do you have to do to get to his level of legacy?
I'm not chasing that. Like, I don't chase those numbers. I know I probably have like a few fights before I have the longest reigning blah, blah, blah. But I don't really chase those. For me, it's all about one fight at a time. Because if I fail this next fight, then all that's fucked up. It's gone in the trash. But one fight at a time. And right now I'm focused on the Reaper.
Rob, for you, there's a lot of talk about how much you've changed since the first fight. But how much do you think Israel's changed?
He's a good fighter, man. You can see the levels. You can see the level difference between us and the rest of the division. There's a reason why he's at the top at the moment. He's a phenomenal fighter. I couldn't beat him the first time, and I've had to put in a lot of work to try and give him another run.
Last one from me for Dana. Dana, I can't help but notice you sound a little bit croaky, a little bit parched. What's the status of that beer? Where's that?
I sound what?
You sound a little bit hoarse.
Yeah, where is it? I lost my voice a couple days ago. My voice is just coming back now. But yeah.
Maybe you should have a beer in that shoey to help.
Yeah, I'm sure that's really going to help. Yeah, I'm sure that's going to do wonders for me.
First question is for Robert. How much different was the process of assessing Israel and developing your game plan for this one?
Obviously, I had to take this rematch with Adesanya with a lot more gravity and respect. coming off a loss, you have to look at a lot of different things. I've been watching his previous fights, his recent fights, and they've all looked phenomenal. I've watched our tape back and seen the things that I could have done better, things, that I could have done differently. And I guess at the end of the day, our game plan's all well and said, and having a game plan written out and working on procedure and working on changes is good, but it's a dynamic fight. Honestly, my team has done the best job of equipping me with the skill sets that I need to attain this victory, and it's up to me to get in there and execute, and that's Saturday.
And also for Robert, how much different does this fight week feel from the first matchup?
Yeah, night and day. It's now I'm enjoying this one. This is a great city. It's a great place, and this fight week is nice. I guess taking the fight week differently. It's I don't know. It's good. It's nice and relaxed. It's chill. It feels like work. It is work, but we're here. I'm enjoying it. I'm in a good mood, and the things between me and Izzy has been quite civil. So it's like we're in a really good place. I think we're going to put on a really outstanding show on Saturday.
Thank you. For Israel, I wanted to ask what it's been like and how you're able to embrace the pressure of being a headliner.
I said that from the jump. Pressure makes diamonds, and I'm used to that. You see me, I'm shining right now. But I'm used to it. I'm used. I said it even before we fought last time because I could feel it. Eugene said something when he stepped in the cage. He looked at me and he goes, "You can see it." And I was like, "Yeah, I know." Because you could see the moment weigh in on him. And he was denying it the whole time. Obviously, he had to. He couldn't tell me, "Yeah, I'm feeling the pressure, bro. Fucking hell, this is crazy." But yeah, we could feel that. We could see that. And for me, I'm used to this. Pressure is an acquired taste. It's a really acquired taste. And yeah, I keep chopping life.
Thank you. And I got one for Derrick. Can I get a recommendation on where to find the best barbecue in Houston?
That's racist, but you...
It's yours, Teddy.
You can go ahead and hit up the pit room if you want to.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's it? All right, guys, thank you, Houston. First of all, I'm going to get this stuff out of here and square these guys off for face-offs. Thank you.